Alrighty, so in the grand scheme of schemes, we're going on a very rare family outing to the nature center. All I have to do now is wait for this idiot to finish charging. Or at least not finish, but get as much charge as I can before everyone's ready to go. And we'll see what happens after that. Also, I am totally ready to invest in another graphics card. The only problem is that I don't know how much energy my power block actually draws currently, and the Aurora Alienware, what is this, R3, doesn't really let you check that on the actual thing. It's in this enclosure and you have to open that up, so far from what I assume. So I'm just going to go online and hope to trust the specs posted there. And then I have to do some math to see how much power the current graphics card is already drawing, and then how much the new graphics card will add, and hopefully I'm doing all of those calculations correctly. Otherwise, I'm just an idiot and I'm doing a lot of extra work for no apparent reason. But then, not only would I have to buy a graphics card, then there's a possibility that I might have to buy, like, what is it? A power extender? What do they call those things? I don't know.
Wow, that biker's cautious. Most would just go through.
Closed on Mondays. I didn't know that. Oh, the other one's all cement. Does the yellow mean it turns to sand? Wow, those trees are gonna rip that.
Looks like they already have. Like they were up and then they.
Theoretically, this thing's supposed to be water resistant.
You gonna take a chance? Someday they will wreck the statue to me. Imagine it's all downhill from here. This is the high point of the nature center.
That's both metaphorical and literal.
I was intending to be a geographical point, but not a point of interest. Oh. I think Foxwell got those little cups on them. They're a little more red. Let's chase him around a little bit. What are you, a cat? You see squirrels around the house now, right? Yeah. That's so not
That little guy. Oh, look at that big guy. Little guy up there, big guy right there.
Like the little one?
guy?
Oh.
Big guy.
Then we saw those huge ants that were walking around digging those tunnels.
This is the only place, well, except for the exception of at the beach, but this is the only other place where, one of two places where we've seen the red fuzzy ant. Oh, I didn't even see that. I was looking at this little pond somewhere. I would have kicked them if you hadn't said anything and made me look elsewhere.
Maybe attracting a little circus herself.
Come on.
Oh, buddy. Get you good.
That's as far as you're gonna go?
There must be something interesting up here.
Good enough.
No, I think he's gonna continue.
I think it's just cold. He just wants to get out. Hey, this one's got berries. Yeah, little red one, and then you got some random black one. Do they turn from one color to the other?
They can, yeah.
Maybe came down like the opposite direction. What kind of bird is that?
Red shoulder.
Hawk.
I thought they only had tails that were red.
What's the kite? Is that an eagle or a hawk?
The kite, isn't it? The whole own thing. On the edge, not in the middle.
So at the end of the day, still met with the audio problem, and the mesh editing in Unity it's getting there. It's not a dead end. But anyways, I'm hardwired now into the computer, which potentially solves my $500 dilemma resolution to this problem. The only problem is that, or the only problem that remains is that it will make VR content a little harder to create, just because I'm either going to be deaf or I have to find some way to extend this. So All things very fun to think about. But other than that, today was surprisingly good. Got some exercise, got mom out of the house, and the nature center was beautiful. Whoa! That was May 25th's footage, so my audio's back, right? I was able to edit all that footage, right? Okay, so to avoid messing something up in the back of my PC, I'm just going to do a graphic as to what's happening to the ports back there. So toward the top, there's like a random set of two USB ports that are, and then there's like a row below that, something. And then there's like some space here, and then there's another sort of row of the more recent USB down here. Now the problem is that the USB-C that the headphone jack runs off of, or the headphone dongle runs off of, is like right here. The reason why this is a problem is because the headphone dongle is really something kind of like this, right? But because I'm dealing with this width here, the USB exists like here. So if I plug this in, I can't, I can't use one of these. So because of the way that this has sort of been designed in how much surface area it uses, this lower USB port is unusable if I have this thing plugged in. So, it's an inefficient mess back there, but it's everything's working. So I'm not complaining too hard. So I guess for whatever reason, this extension from USB to USB-C is just on the fritz, I guess, because this was the only factor between the dongle and the PC that was the difference. So, I don't know. I guess I could research into why that's going on, but um, again, everything's working at the sacrifice of a USB port, but it's working. So, um, there you go.